Hi my people, Wednesday Inspiration Day, Angelina Sparkling Diva, and today I want to do a little exercise with you that has to do directly with what we always hear and are taught and told by inspirational teachers, that in order to get something, whether it's money, health, love, whatever, you have to feel it. So you have to feel the way you would if you already had it, and then it will come to you. And that's what we're going to do, an exercise, so you can actually feel the difference. And why this is so important, because you might, maybe people don't really fully understand or underestimate that necessity of that. And I've been there myself as well, being being a little bit stubborn, thinking, oh, I don't have to, I can still attract this lover or money or whatever, health as well for me with my neck and just whatever, right? Without really feeling it, because it feels like it's going to cost time and it's going to take a lot of effort to get into that feeling. And, yeah, it's funny, isn't it, that we are so resistant to do stuff that actually makes us feel better. But anyhow, exercise. So you need a piece of paper and a pen for this. So please get that and just pause the video. And then if you have your piece of paper and your pen, then I want you to think of one thing that at the moment is the biggest obstacle for you. So is it, and not something outside of you, right? It has to be something that a feeling, an emotion that hinders you, that really holds you back from pursuing and manifesting your dreams and your goals in life. So it can be like lack of health, lack of money, having to do it alone, feeling then that way, right, that you have to do it alone. Whatever it is that obstructs you, not enough self-confidence, not enough money, whatever it is, just that will be your issue right now to work with, that we're going to work with. Your biggest thing, your biggest problem. For me, it was I can't. And if you have, the first thing you come up with is lack or fear, that's not good enough. You have to go a little deeper. You have to be a little more specific. That's the thing, right? The more specific you can get, the more specific your answer, your insight is going to be. So if for you it's like, I don't have enough, then what don't you have enough? Is it not enough love? Is it not enough money? Is it not enough health? Is it not enough support? Whatever. Be more specific. The same with fear. Fear of what? Be specific. And then when you know, when you have got it, again, if need be, pause the video if you need more time to think what exactly it is that is your biggest obstacle, the biggest thing that holds you back in your life at this moment. When you know, then you draw a box. It doesn't have to be large. It can be just a tiny little box. That's big enough. And write underneath what box it is. For me, it was my I can't box. Right? And for you, it could be lack of support box, or fear of, fear of money actually exists, right? Fear of having all that abundance and that money, and oh my God, what am I going to do with it? How am I going to handle it? Whatever. So write that underneath or next to your box, short. And now you're going to draw yourself just a stick figure We're not doing an art class here, after all. Just a stick figure. You draw yourself in that box. Just simple. Again, a stick figure. Right? You are not trying to become Rembrandt or whatever. Now, if you got yourself in that box, whatever the name of your box is for now, really feel yourself, visualize yourself in that box. It doesn't have to be dark. My box, I visualized it from glass, so there was still light, I could still see stuff, but I was still in a box, you know, like, and then be in that box, your box, with the theme of your box, and really feel it. You're in that now. The box is around you, right? Above you, beneath you, left, right, front, back. It's the walls, so to speak, of that box are there. And you can't just get out. How do you feel in your box with the theme of your box now enlarged, emphasized? How do you feel? What does it do to you? Do you feel angry? Do you feel trapped? Do you feel insecure? Do you feel limited, lonely, livid, sad? How is it for you to be so limited in that box of your theme? Really feel it, really see, feel, sense yourself in that box of that limitation. And if you need more time, just pause and take all the time you need. Now, on your paper, you write what thoughts you're having when you're in that box. What are you thinking? Because what we think also is basically what we attract, right? What we get. So it's really important to know what your thoughts are within this limitation that plays such a big part in your life right now. So write that down, short, just short. Maybe something like, I'm gonna fail, it's too difficult, can't do it alone, I can't do it, I'm not skilled enough, I'm not good enough. Whatever comes up, I'm just chucking a few examples in here, right? Just feel for yourself which thoughts do you actually have in this situation that limits you. Now, another one that's actually also very interesting. How do you behave? How do you act from within this box of limitations? This limiting box, this restriction. How do you act? Are you not doing anything anymore? Are you still trying to manifest your dreams, but then within the ceiling, the glass ceiling, the limitations of that box? Are you still trying to work within that limited space with the limited options to do it? Or have you just given up and you're not doing anything anymore? Or do you just distract yourself with other things and try to ignore that you're not manifesting your dreams? Or are you making yourself small what is it you actually do? So that's a bit further from the feelings and the thoughts, right? How are you behaving when you're in that limitation, in those restrictions? Avoiding, resisting, I don't know. But it would be interesting to know if, for instance, you might, if you are still trying to manifest your dream, your goal, what you really want, but then within that limited space, and basically having a glass ceiling above you that won't allow you to go full throttle to doing it, right? To getting it. Now, when you've done that, now you're going to draw yourself outside of that box, another stick figure, right? It doesn't have to be art. And you're going to have a huge smile on your face this time. Make the stick figure a little bit larger as well than the one in the box. So you can really clearly see the face with the smile. Maybe you want to put eyes in it, you know. And yeah. So if you've done that, now write down how that feels to be liberated, to be out of that box. How do you feel now? Freedom, joy. You're not limited anymore. You're free. And what else? What else comes up? And maybe you do not have that. Maybe you didn't have the freedom or the joy. Maybe just completely different thing. Just write it down. Like for me, it was also moving more. Okay, it's not a feeling, I know, but the feeling, the desire to move more. You know, go for walks and dance and this and that and the other. And yeah. And what I also felt, and maybe you can feel this too, when you're now writing down how you feel when you're not restricted anymore. I felt actually tired. Like, I have to recharge the battery, I have to recuperate. And then I realized that keeping myself in that box is actually costing me an awful lot of energy. And logical, because none of us belongs in a box. We all have purposes here. We all came here for a reason. Whether it's serving the planet, whether it's serving mankind, or our own personal growth and development, or all of these things, a combination of it. It doesn't matter, but we didn't come here to just be restricted in a box of our own fears and limiting beliefs, etc., etc. That's not why we came here. And keeping yourself in that, right, in that situation, I could really feel that it cost me a lot of energy. Energy, but also physical energy. It's exhausting. Yeah. So just feel. Maybe you recognize that. Maybe you don't. We all have our own ways and things. So it's we do not have to have the same experiences, right? But really feel what it's like when you are out of that box. And then if you wish, you can also write down what kind of thoughts you could then have. And what kind of things you would then do. Right? And leave the fear shit out of it. Okay? The ego stuff, the fear like, oh my god, yeah, but this, yeah, but that. Don't do that. Stay in that free feeling of being outside of that box. Not being restricted anymore. Because it's not important to know how it's going to manifest. You know, that's not your job. The universe will fill that in, right? They will make sure that if you resonate, exude the proper energy to attract it, then spirit, the universe, will do the rest. You don't have to worry about, yeah, but how am I going to manifest it? How is it going to happen? And I don't have this, that. Stay out of that, because then you're going to ruin the exercise. Then you're going to go right back into the box, right? You want to stay out of the box. So if need be, take your time for that. Maybe I now talked you back into it. I'm so sorry. You're out. You're free. No restrictions. You can do whatever. So if you feel like it, just continue with this for a little bit and write down what thoughts you then would be thinking and what you would want to do. And for me, I'd love to travel around the world, and oh God, yeah, that makes me happy. And I hope you could feel this, the difference. And this is why you have to feel it. Feel free from that restriction. Feel free from this fear or whatever, in order to attract it towards you. You cannot do that from within that box, where you feel, where you have no space to move and to breathe and to do anything. There is a glass ceiling, and beside you as well, you can't do anything in there, really, right? No space, not enough space. So this is why you have to first get into this great, wonderful feeling, and then it can come to you, whatever it is you want. Doesn't matter. So that's why they always say, if you want love, a lover, start behaving and feeling, not behaving because that's acting, but feeling as if you already have that lover. If you want money, start feeling as if you already got it. Not by spending loads of money when you don't have it, but by how would you feel if you had all that money? How would you feel if your body was healthy? How would you feel if you had that great lover in your life? And that's how you're going to go through your day then, right? With that feeling, from that feeling, and then you're going to exude a completely different energy, which actually then attracts it in, whatever it is you want. So, and that's basically you outside that box, right? The free, happy, joyful person, free from restrictions. So I hope this was helpful to you. And again, if you wish, then expand on it and or do it again at some point. And thank you for watching, and I'll see you again on Saturday with a pick a card reading. Bye.